Hey, this is CJ Couch. Welcome to Couch Talk. It is Friday. What is it? January the 25th? 6th? It's January the 26th, 2018. Wow, here we go. I have a GoPro now, and here we are. It is recording as we speak. If you're on YouTube, what up? If you are not on YouTube, but you want to watch this being recorded, go check it out at YouTube. My channel is just under Couch Talk. I have 0 subscribers. If you want to be the first one, please do. Episode 201, we are now in a new era of Couch Talk. The 200s and onward will be recorded on video, audio as well. We're killing it. I love it so much, and I love you. And I have Brandon, aka Kool Clouds.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate you.
Glad to have you here. It's going to be fun.
You. Yeah, definitely.
You sent me the song this morning. You just made a video for it, right?
Shit, not quite yet, but that's definitely in the works. I just dropped a project actually.
Nice.
Full project. Yeah.
That shit is slamming, dude. I was listening to it in my car and I was like really vibing to it, dude.
I appreciate it. Bro.
And then actually, because I was on your SoundCloud, it went to your next songs. And I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah. It was I'm really stoned right now, but what's the song after it? Do you know?
After the first song?
Yeah.
Flex and
yes, dude.
Yeah.
That shit was in my head.
Nah, that's my favorite shit, bro.
Yeah, dude, that shit was nice.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You shout out the Camaro as well, you know?
Yeah, got to.
I had a Camaro once when I was 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ruined it though. I didn't ruin the car, I just I don't know. It was $587 a month, dude, and I just wasn't being responsible. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just wasn't being.
I know how it goes, but shit. Before I let you go any further, I gotta point out that. That shit is hard as fuck.
This guy, we go and give an estimate to paint this dude's house, and it's that guy. It's that army man. He pointed out. If you're watching on YouTube, you know, but I had this little setup here, and there's like this action figure, and he's got the gun pointing. This dude. I mean, I could look up a video on YouTube, but basically he's got the Medal of Honor, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Badass.
It gets deep, dude. Can you grab the card under it so I can shout his name out? Like the little army guy's sitting on a card. I'm sorry, I wish I had a producer or somebody to do this for me. But see, his name is he's Army Sergeant First Class John Adams.
John Adams.
On the night of October 13th, 2014, John Adams was returning. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. Basically, you know, they're doing like a night patrol. So he's on his way back and they're going down the streets. And I believe it was Fallujah. So he sees these like 2 or 3 dudes and they're like parked outside. Their car is parked on the side of the road. It's the middle of the night and there's a curfew. So they're not supposed to be out there. And these dudes are like doing something in the dirt and they don't know what it is. Ends up that these guys were planting those like mines or whatever to blow shit up.
Land mines.
Yes. So he ends up like they get into a firefight with him. Like I think a couple people he was with might have been shot, but he like rescued them. He also killed the other guys like with that pistol. Because he ran out of ammo from that and shit. Like, dude, it's super gnarly. There's like a video reenactment of it on YouTube. But we go over to his house and he starts, you know, telling me all this. Because this is right when I started the podcast. And he was supposed to come on, but I guess we were just like too expensive of a price to paint his house. Which I totally understand. Because we do wallpaper. So when we do paint, we're very good at painting. So it's going to be really expensive. You know what I mean? So not everyone has us do it. But it's funny, he had to like delete every sort of public internet profile, like Facebook, social media, all that stuff, because there was over, I'm not exaggerating, like it was over 700 something. It might have been 1,400 times that his identity got stolen and people were like acting as if they were him, the guy who won the Medal of Honor and everything. Isn't that crazy. Wild, dude?
That is definitely some wild shit. Bro.
That's so crazy. Like, all right, you're trying to make this a career and do this for the rest of your life with music, right?
Shit, not necessarily. I just see it as like a stepping stone.
What do you want to do?
For other things, like I actually like I'm into like movies and shit. So I like acting and like directing.
What kind of
shit?
Acting would you want to be doing? Anything or like drama?
Shit, just like I guess you could say like drama, but not necessarily like comedy. So I mean, just like a range of shit. But I feel like I could do comedy. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just like some all around shit. You feel?
I mean, you make me laugh when we hang out. So you're funny.
Appreciate it.
That would be so dope, dude. Because I want to do something like that. And I was talking to Spirit too. And I believe TZ wants to do it as well.
Yeah.
Like skits, like funny stuff. But
right.
I would like to do serious stuff too. Like
shit, no, that'd be dope too. For real.
Like I feel like I don't know how to write a script. Have you ever like tried to do that?
Yeah, I actually wrote like a little mini script for
nice.
It was like a little preview for my sister's wedding, whatever. So shit.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we like shot that shit in a day. Shout out to my boy Content Addicts.
Dude, that's
I wrote
so
the script in like a week.
Yeah.
And then so like it took us like 2 weeks. I wrote the script in like a week with you know what I'm saying, initially writing and then going back with revisions. Then we actually held like rehearsals or whatever for like a week or so with like the whole family.
So what was it?
It was kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde situation. So they were kind of like he was like a drug dealer or whatever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so the feds were like, the feds were on to him or whatever. So they brought in his wife, right? Because they like had some shit on him, but they didn't have enough to bring him in or whatever. So like they brought in his wife like on some questioning type shit to see if she would like panic or crack or whatever. But she actually didn't know anything about it. So when she got to the crib, you know what I'm saying, you can imagine how she's feeling.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell's been going on?
Yeah, so he comes in and he's like, you know what I'm saying, where you been? I've been hitting you up all day. Why you not picking up? You know what I'm saying, such and such. You know what I'm saying? They get into like an argument or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying, case being the point, he ended up like moving everything from where he had his stash or whatever before they could come in and, you know what I'm saying, raid it. And then they just like dipped out or whatever.
Oh, dude.
So, yeah.
So how long, like how many minutes is that?
Bro, it's really just like probably like 5-10 minutes tops, bro. It's just some little.
Is it a shitload of writing though?
Nah, I mean actually for like the time I kind of anticipated, you know what I'm saying, with writing it translates with time. It's the actual shooting of it or whatever. It translates into less time, but yeah.
It's so weird, like. People don't understand like how long 5 minutes is.
Yeah, exactly. When you're writing that shit,
it's crazy.
Like every word that, like you don't have to just write the word. You know what I'm saying? The words or the dialogue or whatever that's being said. You also have to describe. You know what I'm saying? The actor, how they're feeling or what they're doing as they're saying what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? It
takes a lot longer than 5 minutes to go through it. That's what's so crazy. To create 5 minutes.
It's a process for sure.
So it's so cool, dude. Have you done like? Did you do stuff like this in high school? Do you have like a camera, or is this just like a passion of yours that you have yet to?
No, man, I was just like a fucking quiet kid, bro. I just had all these ideas in my head, bro. I was just like, you know, the sit in the corner type, just play it cool.
Yeah.
Just stick to myself, be to myself, whatever. So now I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, come out of my shell a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, expound on a few things that I always wanted to do.
So are you trying to do a lot of acting in the music video that you're shooting right now?
Yeah, pretty much. That's my whole thing going forward with any type of videos that I would be doing, is to make sure that I include some type of acting, even if I'm not necessarily saying something in
conveying emotion.
Yeah, that way I can at least get some practice or whatever.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah. So are you like... Are you trying to work with people? Is this something you want to do on your own? Like you want to direct, you want to act, you know what I mean?
I mean, no, I'm definitely open to working with whoever. You know, that definitely makes for a better product when you have different perspectives and different viewpoints that can give different things and bring different things to the table. And it's definitely harder to try and do something by yourself, and that's what I'm also trying to change, because I'm like a solo dolo, you know what I'm saying? Fly by night. Right. Like, you know, I'm like Batman, Vegeta type of guy. You feel me?
Yeah, dude. So, I totally do. I know you.
But yeah, so now I'm definitely trying to reach out and work with more people, especially like with Jacksonville, like Duval County. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them Jaguars.
Yes.
You know, I'm still
what a great
hurting.
season.
Yeah. Definitely got to give it up for them boys, bro. They put on for the city for real. It's been a long time coming.
You gonna watch the Super Bowl?
Fuck the Super Bowl,
Fuck the
bro.
Super
I don't
Bowl,
even
dude.
wanna
I'm not
watch
watching
that
it.
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
fuck that.
Fuck that shit, bro.
Fuck
I'm so
it.
mad, bro. I was definitely like, the Jags in that shit, bro. I gotta go. You
It
like,
felt
fuck
so
it, bro. I gotta go. Like, I was definitely gonna go, bro.
It
like,
was. We were right there.
Right there. I could fucking taste it. Could fucking taste it, bro.
You could feel it happening. We're like, oh my god, we're actually going to the Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden we just let it go,
bro. And it's like it's so heartbreaking, bro, because you know, like with the NFL, like the NBA is kind of different. You can see teams go back. With the NFL, like it's so many teams that like they could win it one year and they don't go back. Like if you look at Tampa Bay, like they won that shit. Like what have they done since then? Like
nothing.
The Bears went to that shit or whatever. Like
nothing.
Yeah, nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Like, you know
look at the Cowboys,
bro. That shit is crazy. So it's like I want to say, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be back next year, but we got a tougher schedule.
I've never felt better about how good our team is, though.
Oh no, definitely, and we're bringing back our core guys, so that's like that matters back. More than anything.
Get that Allen Robinson on the field.
Yeah, but at the same time, we definitely got to do some different things because we're not gonna catch anybody by surprise.
We need to play aggressive every single down, no matter what the score is.
Yeah, because that's what broke our back in this last game.
They didn't trust Blake. And I understand why they didn't.
Yeah, but I even, my bad, not to cut you off, but I even understand playing conservative on offense. But why would you play conservative on defense?
I don't get that. I don't get that at all. That's what just pisses. That's when I've never understood the whole culture thing. Like you don't have a winning culture and blah 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 blah. But I do now because we don't know how to win. We don't know how to go to Foxborough and win that game.
No, like it showed in so many points in the game that they were just not used to being there. Like even the touchdown catch with Edelman Amendola, motherfucker.
Yeah, one of those motherfuckers.
Fucking Amendola, motherfucker.
Little fucks, dude.
I hate that motherfucker.
They're so tiny.
But now look,
they're good.
Look, Gibson, bro. He like literally watched them like catch the ball, like he was at home with us watching it on TV.
Right.
He literally could have pushed him out of bounds. Like if you watch his leg brush up against his arm, his other leg before he got it down, he literally could have yanked it up.
Damn.
Like,
yeah. Just fucked him up.
Fucking figure for a leg locked his ass. He couldn't have got that shit down. But
we played good enough to win for sure.
Definitely.
But that super cliche corny thing, we didn't know how.
Yeah, we played good enough to win, but we didn't at the same time.
Right, like we lost that game.
Key plays.
The Patriots, I don't feel like won that game.
Right.
Like,
they definitely had help. Mm-hmm. Like you gotta know. All right, first off, it's 2010 or whatever. We get the turnover. You gotta go and score. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make that count.
How do you feel about everyone blaming the refs? Because I
understand it, but going into the game, knowing who you're facing, you cannot leave it in the refs' hands.
Exactly.
You can't leave it in their hands. That's what I'm saying. When it's 2010, you get a turnover, you got a golden opportunity to take the game into a chokehold.
Yes.
I understand the 14. We go instead of going 14-3, it's 14-10. It's a whole different ball game. I understand, but we went down. We made some plays. It's 20-10. We have that ability, so why not continue to do that instead of playing conservative? Sit on this lead. When you know who's on the other side of the field, it's Tom Brady. You can do that with anybody else, but not Tom Brady.
Exactly.
So you got to know.
That's why he's the best ever.
When it's 20-17. You haven't scored on the turnover. You get it back. You got to know, okay, you have to score a touchdown. Like, you can't even score a field goal right now because they could still go score a touchdown, field goal, or extra point, and they're still up. So, yeah, man, I could go on and on. But.
It just really, like, last time I talked about this on the podcast was right after the game. I'm talking right after the game. So I was very upset with the refs.
Yeah, I was watching it last night, listening to it last night.
I was really upset. But now that I really look back on it, sure, like I said, at the end of the second half or the end of the first half, those were penalties on us. The helmet to helmet thing, that's a penalty.
That's a penalty. I can understand.
That's the rules.
The PI, that shit was questionable. Not even questionable, but because first of all, the ball wasn't even fucking catchable.
And it could go both ways. And
exactly.
That's the thing about in a game like that, if you're a referee, if it can go both ways, you can call it if it's, in the first quarter, but when there's under 3 minutes in the first half, dude, come on. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you can't call this against the team that just instantly at least they scored a touchdown, but it would have given them for sure 3 points. That locked up 3 points for them. And that's just one of those things that, like, that can't happen.
Like, another thing, bro, is like, I never seen like such like unprofessional fucking referees, bro. Like, yes. Like, I don't give a fuck who it is, bro. If it's Michael Jordan, fucking, I don't care if fucking Wilt Chamberlain or Muhammad Ali was back from the dead. Like, bro, you the referee. Like, you don't. At the end of the game, you don't come walk up and congratulate him like you another player or something. Bro. Like,
right.
That's not where you do that.
That's where there's a bias. Like, I don't think it's something that the Patriots paid off these referees, but I think it's something where Tom Brady is so great, and these referees love football, okay? And they're looking at the Patriots every year with not an all-star roster, just Tom Brady, Right. And it's like, this guy is that good, and look at how good this coaching is to have these guys running these perfect routes. Exactly. And they're in awe of it, and they know they're witnessing greatness.
Exactly. It's almost subconsciously like, right, you're in Foxborough.
They're in awe of the Patriots, you know what I mean? And you get fucking calls that go positively Patriot just because they're watching it. You know what I mean? They're watching it as a spectator, and they're expected to be completely, objective to it.
Right.
And it's just, this is what it would be in every scenario, no matter what. That's what the call is. But it's a human being. They're not going to do that.
Like, in like I can understand to an extent too, like, when it's in real time, like, it's a whole different situation. Like, that Miles Jack play,
right?
Like, far as him like taking it back for a TD, like, after seeing it on replay like 30 times, like, you can definitely see that shit was like he wasn't down or whatever. But like, in real time, that shit is bang bang. Like,
right, dude.
Fuck whether he's like.
I never had a problem with that one. You know what I mean? Because it's like, dude. First of all, how could you But okay, as a referee, it's reviewable. You gotta let that play go.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Like, if anything, they gotta like put something in the policy or make some sort of change to where if you're not sure, you gotta let that shit ride, and you can always bring it back, but you can never get that shit back if he was like, running down to go score or some shit. You can't get that back.
I just thought of this right this second. I'm sure it's really stupid, but like, I think that you shouldn't be allowed to have the whistle in your mouth. I think it has to be dangling from your neck, and then you have to grab it and put it in your mouth. You can't have it ready to blow, because in that situation, because the rule needs to be, in a situation like that, you let the play go, and then it gets challenged. End of story. Not this ref can call it dead, and we never know if he scored a touchdown. So you let the play go, but if the whistle is around his neck like it always is, instead of in his mouth, though, because they're all running around with the whistle in their mouth. Yeah, he has that split second that it took for Miles Jack to fall and then get up and run. That's how long it takes for him to grab the whistle, so he doesn't blow it.
Right.
The
you
play
had that
continues.
Time to really play it back in your mind. But you also got them fucking like control freaks and fucking assholes and like, power tripping ass motherfuckers who just want to put their handprints on the game anyway.
Yeah.
But shit.
I wonder, I would love to have a referee on here. Just
that shit's definitely hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
like,
God,
when I was in fucking high school,
dude.
Like, I fucking like refereed a few like boys and girls club games. Like, that shit is kind of hard.
Did you get into it with any parents?
No, it wasn't. It was just like a one-off, every now and again thing. So it wasn't. And then the kids were like pretty much like 15, like high school kids as well. Like, or shit, I was probably like a senior.
Is this football?
No, this is basketball. Yeah. So shit. And then it shit actually came down to like, it was like a close ass game, right? And so
Oh,
like
shit.
the home team, so like these motherfuckers I really see like every day,
Mhm.
like they're fucking down by, I want to say 3, and he comes down and shoots a 3, and the kid contests the shot or whatever, and he kind of like I could have blew the whistle, like if I wanted to. Like I may have caught a little flack, but I could have blew that shit if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, yeah. So like that shit's.
And there's no replay for them kids.
Exactly.
Dude. You're the fucking,
Yeah, nah. Like I was
you're the
actually.
judge, the jury.
Go ahead, bro. Just shoot the free throws anyway. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
he missed them anyway. So it's like. Yeah.
That's brutal.
So,
You
like,
fucked that kid's life up, dude. He probably like won't be able to get pussy anymore because like he has like no self confidence. Look at the podcast dog Daisy coming over to hang out. She's been.
You finally warming up to me.
It's funny because she's been trying.
She's finally warming up.
Like I've been subtly watching her try to figure out a way to get onto this couch the whole time. Look at this dog, dude. She likes you.
Yeah.
Wow. Is that on camera?
Sorry,
It is on
man.
camera. Look at that. It blows my mind that the GoPro camera is so close to us, yet Daisy is in the camera right now.
Right.
Like, look at this.
The fucking like.
This is the scene. Isn't that
Yeah,
weird?
that's crazy. That fucking bubble.
Yeah.
Bubbles.
But
lens,
with
whatever the fuck
refereeing
you call that
also, they bring their own ideas and like what they think football should be, or what they like. You know what I mean? Like, how about this? With that helmet to helmet call. What about a referee who is super against that? He thinks that's a dumb rule. He knows he has to enforce it, but he thinks it's a dumb rule. He might not call it compared to the referee who thinks that it's there for the greater good and people shouldn't be getting hurt.
Or, that shit is really all about manipulation, bro. It's really about manipulation of the public and where their funds and money is coming from. So, like with that whole CTE shit, with that whole scare, like you know, in the times we live in today, this whole sensitive, fragile shit, bro. Like it's crazy. So like they actually shape the fucking psyche of the public to where it's like when you see guys make plays like that, they label them as like a dirty player when they're just making like a football play. Like that shit is crazy.
Like, I played football. I learned if I'm coming across the field and I'm fucking someone up, it's my head's up.
Right.
And I'm hitting you right in the chest.
Right. Like that shit was unavoidable. Like what Barry Church did, that shit was definitely like unavoidable.
That's just how that football play happened.
Exactly.
And to call a penalty on it, like I said, it needs to be. I didn't say this, but it needs to be like was it malicious? You know what I mean? Is he doing it to hurt this player, or was he making a play on the ball?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just physics, because it's always going to play out like that. Anytime you have a player that goes up to get the ball, like when they come down, like naturally they're going to protect themselves and bring their head down and bring their body to themselves.
Yes.
And like if you're coming like to make a hit, you know what I'm saying?
You're coming up.
Right, exactly.
And they're coming down, and you're it's not fair. But I get the point. But if you really care, like, that's the thing. It's like they care, but what are they gonna do?
They fake care.
They
care about the money.
Is to quit playing football. That's the only answer, and that's never gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
That's never gonna happen. So
they just watered it down as best they could, and they'll continue to water it down until the XFL comes and fucks shit up.
Do you think that'll happen? Do you think there'll be a return to the XFL?
I mean,
if the NFL gets pussified?
It's a place for it. I mean, you probably gonna always have willing guys as long as they're willing to sign that dotted line.
I think the UFC takes the place. Like, I think the fans
for
that
people who need that kind of shit.
Like, if you're
definitely
really into violence in the NFL and you want to see those old school hits, which I love it, it's, you know, that's there for you. UFC's there. But I feel like when I watch those videos now of like top 10 hits of the year or whatever, it's like, holy shit, dude, that's fucked up. Like, it's also weird how many more people seem to get hurt now than they used to. Like, out of the game. I understand concussion protocol, but I mean, like, were that many people really just, like, getting a concussion and then continuing to play?
Hell yeah, bro.
That's fucking terrible.
That shit is crazy. And even with, like, other shit, like, they get that fucking shot and go right back in that shit.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That concussion shit is crazy, though.
And it's all across every sport. Rory McIlroy was in a golf tournament, and he hurt himself. Like somehow he was already hurt, and he re-injured himself, and he ends up at like after 9 holes going to the clubhouse real quick, and on the turn, and he ends up winning the tournament, plays great and everything, and they asked him, what happened, because you seem to be in like some pain, He's like, oh, at the turn I got some pain pills, and they gave him to, you know what I mean? And it's like, wait, whoa, what the fuck, dude? Like, you know what I mean? They're just like passing out pain pills, go for it.
Like, bro, fucking medicine and pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, my roommate.
It's not even fucking.
My roommate was like, "You gonna smoke weed on the podcast? Like now that you have a video?" And I was like, "Yeah. What the fuck do you mean?" Like, he's like, "Well, you should be really careful because if someone, like, if a prosecutor ever comes at you, you know what I mean?" And I'm just thinking, like, what the fuck is a prosecutor? Like, what prosecutor? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't do shit.
Fuck the law.
Like, what are they gonna do? You know what I mean?
Fuck the law. You feel me?
Like, honestly, if
we don't fear the law.
If you're a future prosecutor and you're like looking at this, thank you for listening to Couch Talk. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it. I highly suggest you go back and listen to episode 1 until 201 so you can fully understand the growth and just how much better it is now than it used to be. Is that bong hitting weird?
No, I just probably need some more weed.
Oh, because it's brand new. It is brand new.
No, that shit is hitting nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I didn't buy it. My roommate did.
And don't get that twisted. We respect police officers.
Of course, dude.
We just don't fear the law.
It's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't do wrong things in my life. Like, I'm not going to get arrested. So it's like, why wouldn't I smoke weed on my podcast? Like, what's going to happen? Like, someone's going to fucking bust in these doors because I'm smoking weed on my podcast?
Hey, man, J. Cole said it.
That's, dude. Have you seen the video of the dude who gets his house raided on Facebook Live in Jacksonville?
Nah.
So funny, dude. Cause
is it? No, I don't know. I saw one where the dude was like fucking hiding somewhere, and they like just walked in and walked right out of that shit, and he just came out from hiding. I was like,
no way. That's fucking so crazy. Dude.
Yeah, that shit
he got
was
away
crazy.
with it.
I don't know if he got away, but he
hid
definitely got out of that room though.
Yeah.
Shit.
The one I'm talking about, it's here in Jacksonville, and it's this dude, and he's got like some fucking rap music in the background.
Yeah.
And he's counting money. Dude, he's counting a shitload of money.
When they get you, bro. It's always when they get you.
He's on Facebook Live, and he's going, ain't no one gonna stop me.
Oh, no, I heard about that shit.
Can't nobody stop me. Like, going in, dude. Like, fucking counting money. Goes into the other room, grabs more money, comes back, keeps counting, and then you just hear fucking, and you're like, and the fucking cops come. He's like, who's that? You know what I mean? And he, like, looks. He's like, oh, shit. Like, he gets all scared, goes in the other room. Cops come. He gets his ass taken, Cops, like, clear the room, and it's all on Facebook Live.
That's
just like,
wild, bro.
Come on, Cletus. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's take this moment, bro. If you're a drug dealer out there, and you're getting money, bro, that's all good, bro. Get this money, but that shit not gonna last forever. Start a business, bro. It only take you 10,000, bro.
Right.
10, 15,000. Start a business so you got something legitimate that you could sit on, bro. And that's that.
What kind of, would you ever want to start a small business though? Like, what would you want it to be? What would you like?
Bro, I'm trying to get on this weed shit, but that shit is like
the legal tip.
Yeah, that shit is like all that fucking red tape and shit is.
It's very regulated.
Yeah, for if you got the right connections, but I guess that's anything in life. If you got the right connections, you can get around it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or get the inside track.
Have you like tried to get your card yet?
Hell no.
I don't even have health insurance. So like, I couldn't get one if I wanted to, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess I could.
If you talking about like getting anything in Florida, that shit gonna be low grade anyway.
Yeah, and also it's very expensive. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
know
you gotta
somebody who
have,
gets
like,
the oil.
some-
It's 50 a gram.
Yeah, you supposedly gotta have like some chronic shit too.
Yeah, it's legit like street prices.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
worse.
No, like exactly. Even when I was in California, like people don't understand. Like, oh, I get my weed from California, Colorado. Like it's trash weed in California and Colorado too.
Right.
Like the prices that you see on the dispensaries and that shit is the trash weed. Like the good weed, that shit is regular street prices, $45 eighths and shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
You know, it's funny. I remember we took a drop in price like in
Definitely.
2012.
yeah.
And I remember it really took a drop for wholesalers because like I was selling weed then, and it was like it took a drop to where you're getting it for like under 250 and It started it was like 280 because remember for real, dude. I remember being in high school and that shit would be like 300 for real, and it was good though.
I already knew.
It was good. So it dropped down to 280 and I was like, damn, 10 a G, perfect, you know? And then it just started dropping to under 250 and no one said anything and everyone kept selling it for 15. And then I remember one of my friends, dude, started selling it for 10 and everyone got so pissed. They're like, dude, why would you do that?
Yeah, that's
and then
when
here
the
we
bottom
are today.
fell out.
Here we are today.
Here
in
we
this
are
fucking
today.
predicament.
Nah, that shit is funny as fuck, low key. If you listen to my matter of fact on Flex and
I know. I know. I didn't want to like call it, but I was wondering how you would feel about saying
that was actually back in the G. So like if you buying $10, if you buying grams from me right now of salt,
salt?
you getting a full gram of salt for the 10.
Are you saying salt?
Yeah, because I don't sell weed.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, what? I thought you said soft, and I was like, are you seriously talking about fucking cocaine right now,
bro,
dude? What are you doing?
No. I don't sell. Matter of fact,
Like no one can sell it for 10 a G, dude.
I don't sell anything.
That's crazy, dude. That's what's wild is people being like that actually do sell shit going on like Facebook.
Or
That's wild, dude. I've seen so many people do that. And also this one. Anyone trying to match?
fuck no.
Come
I ain't
on,
trying
bro.
to
What are you
match.
doing, dude? That's some wild shit.
All I smoke is Starks. Nah, for real. On that matching shit, you got to do the math.
Like, I'll match, but why you put it on Facebook to ask me?
Word. You like hit my
is
phone,
your status.
like, DM me or something. Like
Yeah.
people just want to be known, want to be seen that they smoking. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Everything's about clout these days. You feel me?
It is.
But with the matching, as far as the matching, teach y'all youngsters something that's matching up with your homeboys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do the math. If you got a whole blunt and two of your homeboys only got one blunt, you know what I'm saying?
That's not fair.
Think about that, bro.
Right.
You only getting shit.
The term "I've got 5 on it" is truly great. First of all, you shouldn't only be getting $5 worth of weed and $10 worth of weed. Like, get your life together. But if you are, and you and your friends are trying to just smoke a blunt because you don't smoke all the time, however many people there are, everyone throws $5.
Everybody throw the 5.
You get that amount of weed, and then you roll that amount of blunts, however many, and you all smoke it.
Word.
That's how it works.
And if it's an even number, everybody just smoke their whole blunt. It's the same difference. But
Right.
I mean, I get the camaraderie shit of passing that shit. I'm down for that shit.
It's
too.
funny. I remember being in like high school and even like early college years. We'd all get a bunch of weed and we would have like 5 blunts in rotation with 5 people. And it's like, why aren't we just fucking
Right, exactly.
Like, you know? But we would
Like,
all
you pass
roll
a
our
blunt
own.
and look, yeah.
Like
It's-
everyone rolls their
it's
own blunt. You all like try everyone's blunt. Like that's
yeah,
something like
yeah,
fucking.
especially if everybody got their different weed and shit. But some people make a living off that shit. Know they're smoking booth, know you smoking good, and they just want to match to smoke your good.
Oh, dude, yeah. So many people are little leeches. They're just hanging around.
Get your life.
I remember I don't go to parties anymore. Like I honestly don't even know the last time there was a house party for like that I could have gone to.
Yeah, really.
But when let's say there's hypothetically still happening, and you pull out some weed. I just remember everyone like that didn't have weed all of a sudden is like, "Whoa, what's up?" Like come stand next to you, starts talking to you and shit.
Right.
You're like, "What the fuck, dude?" And there's always the friend that when you're with a girl, they think that because... Okay, how about this situation? Tell me this. So, you and your friend split an eighth of weed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going out to a party. And is it... I get a half track and you get a half track? Or do we have this sack of weed and we just smoke throughout it, you know?
Fuck that shit. You get your half and I get my half.
I agree.
You do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real motherfucker. I'm a real nigga. Like, if you smoke, you know, I'm going to smoke. So we smoking together. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not gonna just going, okay, you roll one and then we just smoke that. Like, no, you roll one, I'll roll one. And we just going to keep rolling like that all night till, like, if you don't want to roll yours no more, like, cool. Like, if I want to smoke, I'm going to roll mine. Like, you welcome to hit that shit just because that's how real I am. You feel me? But not to... Anyway.
So you find a girl. Let's say you didn't split it up. Because, like, back in the day, we'd all just get weed. We'd roll a blunt on the way there. So we don't know how much weed there is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we roll a blunt on the way there. We smoke it. Now we're at the party. Let's say you meet some little lady there and she wants to smoke. You want to smoke. It's probably that time where maybe you guys are going to hook up. You know, you're going to go smoke this blunt and see what happens. Do you have to tell the friend that you're going to smoke that weed? Or do you just do it?
Man, you just do it. Especially if you trying to...
But they get mad and then they want to come with you.
That's flawed. He really hating on
if you're a friend,
the fact
don't
that
come.
She got the chick, bro. He really wanted the chick, bro. That's all it comes
You can't come. You can't come. If, like, PSA out there, if you're a friend and even if it's anything, I don't care what it is. If you guys bought fucking loaves of bread, you do not split whatever you got with that guy and a girl too. So what?
Rule number 1 to being a wingman: know when to disengage. Because if you don't disengage, you become the opposite of what your purpose is.
You gotta pull that
and
fucking
you
parachute
become the blocker.
dude.
Exactly. Learn when to disengage. Be a good friend.
You gotta fucking fly the coop. You gotta get out of there because you're no longer needed and you're actually becoming
a nuisance.
Yes, you're a nuisance and you're hindering the progress of what will further be hopefully
now,
sexual relations.
if this is that kind of party and this is that kind of gal, that's another situation, and I'll keep you posted.
How do you feel about... So you run trains. You're cool.
I mean, I'm not necessarily me per se. That's not something I aim to do. Like, right. I'd rather...
Have you ever ran a train? That's the question.
I mean, things happen. We're young. We've been young, you know. I'm not going to go into details, you know what I'm saying? But I've
never done it.
Hey, it is what it is.
I'm not against it. Yeah, but I won't do it. Like, I don't think it's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a weirdness to that shit, low key.
Have you ever, like, is there a moment where you guys look at each other and you're like, what's going on?
Nah, ain't none of that shit. Like, the only shit I'm looking at is if it's even like some same room type shit, like some hotel type shit, that would be the only reason, like, everybody would be in the same space.
Right.
It's like I'm in my fucking, you know what I'm saying, corner. Or like, first of all, like, in most situations, I'm probably gonna go first anyway. So
right, your first hitter.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. So shit. I mean, in the event, if not, or I'm waiting on my comeback around, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm not watching, like,
so you're more anything at all.
Guys, you feel me? Like, I'm just, ain't nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? I might get the brain if I feel like it, you know what I'm saying? But don't judge me.
That's a wild girl right there.
That's a wild girl, and there's a lot of wild girls out there. But now, in these days, bro, you really gotta be easy with that shit. Like, you can't be doing that shit no more. 2018, bro, trains is dead. The train has died, bro. Like, that shit is dead, bro. You cannot, jail, bro. You going straight to jail.
You're going straight to jail, dude.
Straight to jail.
Honestly, I feel like only girls in high school get trains ran on them, and I know that's fucked up because
no,
we're so
it really
old.
Is.
But, like, I don't know a girl that's like, I'll have a train ran on me.
It really is.
Although I take that back.
I mean,
we were at the beach bars, me and someone that you may or may not know. It doesn't matter. I wish I could say his name so fucking bad. I really do. But I can't. But anyways, he's one of my best friends. And he is king of pulling white girls. He is the king of it.
Word.
Yeah, truly. He one time on Snapchat posted the first name of every girl he ever fucked, and it was like, 25 snaps in a row, just like of him. It was like him. Apparently, I didn't get to see it because I didn't have Snapchat at the time, but it was him like sitting down on the ground with a tree behind him, like sitting under a tree, and he was just like had glasses on and was looking into the camera for like 25 snaps in a row or something like that, and it was just like first name after first name, like over and over and over. Yeah. Which is absolutely hilarious because there's some girls that have like particular names and particular spellings, and you know who it is. You know what I mean? And like,
if you've traveled that road,
right. If you are, if you know the area, you know who these women are. So we go out to the beach bar. It's just me and him one night, and we run into this girl who ends up becoming a victim and getting on his list, but she's like very drunk and was like all over us and was being really gross. She actually made out with me at one point, and she was really annoying though. She was being very annoying. Like, this is one of those drunk annoying girls who's like next level drunk and annoying, to where you don't even want to fuck her. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
at that point it's already over, because when it comes that time, she's going to be sick.
Right.
Or but she's going to be so out of it that it's
this girl's notoriously, she's like the drunk, annoying girl. That's what she does. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she, we end up, we're driving back, and she's like, comes back with us. And I'm thinking, like, why the fuck is she coming back with us? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, why haven't we been trying to find other girls this entire time? Because we end up spending like an hour with her,
Oh, that's the word.
Right. It completely hindered everything.
She's not even with anybody, but she's blocking.
She was literally by herself.
Like, oh no.
She lost her keys.
Loner.
Right. No. She couldn't find her car, and she lost her keys. It was just total utter chaos. I think she lost her ID too. But anyways, she's in the car with us, and I'm just like, this is so weird. Like, why the fuck is she coming back with us? And as we're walking up, he's like, so like, do you want brain first or do you want to hit first? And I was like, wait, what?
Bro.
What are you talking about?
Right, you're on your own with that one.
He waited until we were walking up the stairs to his place to hit me with that.
Like, damn.
I was just like,
damn. Like, fuck what I got going on, right? But
I was like, honestly, dude, I don't want either, because I had just fucked this girl like 2 months before.
Player shit.
So I didn't like have any desire, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I know that sounds really fucked up, but my point is,
I didn't mean to put.
Like, I thought the whole time she was coming there to fuck him. Right. So I committed to that.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna whack off tonight. You know what I mean?
I feel you. One of those nights.
She ended up fucking her. But I'm not into that. And it's funny that, like, if you are into it, you probably just assume everyone else is. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Shit, nah, I don't know, bro. There's levels to that shit. There's some weird motherfuckers out there. Like, I know it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we make jokes and shit that this shit is sensitive and all that kind of shit. But there's some crazy motherfuckers out there, bro.
Dude, there's girls out there who, I don't know. I'm sure there's multiple girls, but I know in particular a girl who, like, only likes giving head. Like, she loves giving head. That's what she does. She doesn't want to fuck. It's just head, and that's it. And I learned this about 3 months ago. I got head from her when I was 17, so that's 8 years. So she has classes with me. I know this girl's a slut, you know what I mean? And she has classes with me. We end up, talking, texting.
Bro, this shit like some abuse or some shit.
We're not, like, talking, though. You know what I mean? Like, we're just texting. Like, this girl is not the type of girl that you would talk to. You know what I mean? Like, she knows. Yeah. She's a slut. Yeah. I know this sounds terrible, but she's a total slut. I know what you mean. So, one night I'm at this girl's house that we all used to hang out at. It was like 10 kids always over there hanging out. And she messaged me, I believe it was Facebook. It might have been, no, MySpace was not still a thing. So she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm over here hanging out. She's like, oh, well, do you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, sure. What do you want to do? And she's like, I don't know. Let's just like meet up. So I meet up with her, and she's like, let's just like go for a ride and just like go park somewhere dark and just hang out, you know? And I'm like, okay, like, all right, you're being like,
okay.
dude, she's straight to it. You know what I mean? There's no hesitation. There's nothing. No, hey, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? It's boom, boom, boom. So I end up, it's like, we met by Mandarin Road. So I'm like, where do we park? I can't just park in front of someone's fucking house, which I ended up abandoning that rule and just started doing it. But I parked back at the girl's house I was hanging out with because there's a bunch of cars there. It's all good, you know?
Yeah.
So the moment I park, I turn my car from running to just battery, you know, and she's like, you want to just like get back there? Like to my back seat? And I'm like, yeah, you know? So we go back there, we start making out, and I like go to take her shirt off, and she like just pulled our thing back up, and I was like, yeah, okay, I don't understand. Like, am I not fucking? Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? I was very confused. I wasn't like angry. You know what I mean? I was just like, okay, like this isn't what I expected.
Signals. What's going on?
And it's like she read my mind and put her hand down my pants and like starts undoing my pants. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I go and I start to undo her pants, and I take them off. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, I guess we are fucking. I take them off, and she's just in her panties. And I go to finger her, and she's like, oh, no, it's okay. I'm just sucking your dick. And I was like, okay, you know, all right. So she sucked my dick, end of story. So I find out that a few months ago, that this girl, she's friends with my best friend, this other girl. And that girl and me went out for drinks because we hadn't, like, hung out in forever. And we just, like, needed to rekindle our best friendship, dude. And she fucking was telling me that this girl says that, like, she's probably only had sex with, like, 30, 40 dudes, which is sort of a lot, you know what I mean? But, like, for the number you're about to hear of dick sucking, it's ridiculous. It's, like, over 200 something. Like, she just sucks guys' dicks. Like, she'll meet a guy and suck his dick.
She must got a fetish for that shit.
Right? I wonder what happened to her. As a child.
Ain't no telling. I don't even know.
Her dad probably made her suck her dick. Or suck his dick, dude. That's dark. That's dark.
That's way dark.
It's fucked up. But it's possible.
It's possible.
That's what's scary, dude.
A lot of things are possible.
It just blows my mind, like, I don't know, dude. Like, where are these people? Like, do we actually know people that, like, fuck kids? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, no, that's, like, some real shit. That shit is crazy. Like, you would never know, bro. Like, but then again, like, you kind of feel like you would.
I feel like you see it in people.
But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, bro.
Like I told you, I was browsing the dark web randomly on this dude's computer the other day, just like, he showed it to me. It was so... Okay, it's all there. If you've never been on the dark web, it's literally like this page, and there's categories with subcategories. So it'll be like literature or media, and then it has all these different like things. Because it's all not just... It's everything. It's literally everything you can imagine. And then there's like porn, and it says like jailbait, prepubescent, like all this. You know what I mean? And you're like, like the feeling it gave me was horrible. And like, I mean, like it gave me this scared feeling because it was like that close. And it's like, that's crazy that there's some people that like see that and they get excited. You know what I mean? Like I got scared, dude. I was like, I don't want to be around this. You know what I mean? Like I don't like this. It was. It reminded me of being a child.
Nah, I feel you, bro. Like that shit crazy, bro.
It's out there.
It is.
There's a documentary, definitely. Conspiracy of Silence, all about the children and shit.
Or
dude,
like, bro, like it's some dark motherfuckers doing some wild shit out here. Like not even just that, bro. Like it's other shit. Like imagine like fucking biochemists and all these kind of smart, you know what I'm saying, scientific motherfuckers just is like creating new diseases and like diseasing populations on purpose and shit. And
right,
like,
you're creating mass destruction, dude. Like you're trying to create the chemical agent that could wipe out the world.
Right, bro.
That's the evilest, bro. Because it takes so much time and effort. Like
That shit's nuts.
This sounds terrible to say, but like rape and murder and things of that sort are of a primal predatory wiring in your brain that's evil. You know what I mean? Like you have fucked up wiring in your brain. For some reason you want to fuck kids. Maybe you were fucked as a kid, so it imprinted on you. That's like 99% of the times. That's what the case is. But, you know, that's something that it happens and it's really like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to making a chemical, like the amount of times that you're going to fail at creating this chemical and continue.
The amount of people that you have to actually help you do some type shit like that.
Right.
That
No one's doing
that would actually have to be under the same mind that you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
where do they find each other?
Dog, that shit is crazy. Bro.
Like, you know how,
like, that shit is just, yeah.
like, you're normal, I'm normal in terms of like we're not killing somebody. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, dude? But there's like these dudes find each other, man, and they like fucking do crazy shit.
That's crazy. Like, yeah.
There's like,
seek and you shall find, bro.
right, there's someone out there for everyone with everything, and it's
exactly.
Weird.
As fuck.
Do you think when you see like two really fat people together, or like two really ugly people, that they're settling? Or do you think they really like are like, okay, fuck yeah, this is a beautiful person I'm fucking, I enjoy this?
Shit, at this point, I feel like that shit, it depends at like a certain age. Like that look shit somewhat go out the window, and it's more about survival. Like, what can you do for me? You feel me? Like, what can you do for me to keep me, you know what I'm saying, in my house, to keep me riding in my car, you know what I'm saying, getting to my job on time, taking care of my kids. Like, that shit go out the window. Like, if you know what I'm saying, if you can slang that shit, that's a plus, you feel me? Like, I could live with that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't ugly as fuck, but you a ugly motherfucker. You ain't ugly as fuck, but you get that bread. Like, it's people out there that think like that, bro. Like,
there's so many ugly people, dude. I'm not trying to be mean.
Nah,
but like,
it definitely is. It's, hey, you would think they would find each other and be happy.
It's the majority, bro. Like, on Tinder, I created a couch talk profile for all the OLs. I've told you about this. For the NLs, you new listeners. Basically, I created a Tinder profile because I want to get a bunch of girls that have had crazy Tinder experiences on here, and I just want to talk to them about their life and everything, and just like get a different perspective, like of a girl who's out dating in this world. Because like with all this hashtag Me Too and everything, like I want to know what is actually going on with girls who are out trying to date. You know what I mean? Like,
because we respect women.
Like, yeah, hey. But, like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, what's actually going on out there? So, I created a profile. And my bio says, you know, this is the official Couch Talk. Like, I tell them, if you want to come on for an interview, swipe right, you know? And the amount of girls that are so fat and ugly on Tinder, dude. I mean, it's mind-blowing, dude. If you're listening to this because you're one of the girls, I matched with you, so I don't think you're one of those girls. Like, I did, like, it's crazy. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't, like, basing it off of just hotness. Like, I went through some profiles and stuff. Like, if you don't have a profile, I did not match with you. I don't care how hot you are. But, basically, it's like 70%. I would say 75 to 80% of the time, I say no. And that's how ugly they are and how fat they are. And they all try to get away with these camera angles like you can't tell. And it's weird the power.
Where you gotta scroll a hella times. It's just like face. Where's the body? Like,
you've had Tinder?
Yeah, I've had it before.
Okay, cool. So you know the power, right? To just say no to these girls. It's so weird. Because it's like you'll never know them. They'll never know you. But for some reason you're like, no. I like doing no to like a really hot girl who thinks like she's like killing it on Tinder, you know what I mean? She'll never know that I said no.
Right.
But for some reason it makes me feel so good to just be like, no, you're a bitch.
For
just,
real.
like, there's also girls not here for a hookup.
Like, what the fuck are you on?
Like, what's going on? Because if you're looking for a boyfriend on Tinder, I really want to interview you hardcore. Like, if you're looking for friends, I get it. But like looking for an actual boyfriend on Tinder,
Word.
that's dark.
Like you working that much to where you can't meet a motherfucker at your job. Take a fucking day off. You feel me? Take a fucking day off. Go have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
You gotta watch the kids. Find a fucking babysitter or something.
Yeah, dude.
And go fuck somebody in real life, bro. Like,
You think robots are gonna actually be a thing?
bro, that shit is gonna be a thing because
It's weird
people
to us.
love Star Wars and shit. You feel me? It's gonna be a thing. You feel me? For some motherfuckers, like.
People love that content, dude.
So like it's a market for it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But it's dog. That shit is crazy. I don't even know what to say about that shit.
I just have a theory
Like-
that only beautiful people will exist.
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna make like fucking network porn, like soft porn and shit. It'll make that shit better. You could actually get to see some penetration or some shit for you young up and coming motherfuckers out there who gotta sneak the, you know what I'm saying, the Showtime and the HBO and shit. Like, bro, when you used to watch the porn on Showtime and HBO, bro, like
Fuck yeah.
that shit was like, bro, y'all are not fucking, bro. But like with a robot, bro, you know what I'm saying? That shit could be like,
so they put it in
full on,
place.
bro, just like
Wow.
full action, bro.
Wow.
But that's on some other shit, bro.
wow. That's an amazing thought.
You feel me?
That's an amazing thought.
Like it has other purposes, other use, bro. Like, and
I've
just think
never
about
thought-
like movies and shit.
Dude,
bro.
you're the first
Like,
person that's ever thought of that. You should like make a blog right now.
Bro, somebody need to put me on some kind of consultation board or something, bro. Not like I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Fucking Honey Bunches of Oats, bro. They made the cereal with just the fucking oats, bro. I was saying that since the first day I tasted them motherfuckers. I was like, bro, they should do this shit with just the oats,
Yeah,
bro.
those oats are
Like,
good.
fucking 5-6 years later, that shit was done. Like,
What's your favorite cereal?
my favorite cereal might be Honey Bunches of Oats, bro.
Okay. Okay.
might
Just
be.
the oats?
Nah, I actually like the flakes and shit,
Mhm.
but shit, I like. Damn, I can't think of that shit, bro. I just like all kinds of shit. I just hate chocolate.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't fuck with chocolate.
I love them all. Have you had the Frosted Flakes with marshmallows in them?
Frosted, nah.
They're limited. They might not be out anymore.
Nah, I think I did see them.
They were top up. They were one of the best cereals of all time. But you know, right now I've got Cocoa Puffs with marshmallows in them.
Yeah.
Very good. Surprisingly very good. Because I usually don't like Cocoa Puffs, but I saw they put the marshmallows in it, and I was like, all right, balance.
Yeah.
But
I ain't gonna lie, I used to like the Cookie Crisp. You know what I'm saying? They turn the chocolate.
Cookie
all-
Crisp, yeah.
Turn the milk all chocolate.
I
and
got
shit,
Cookie
you
Crisp like 2
finish
weeks
that
ago.
Shit, you gulp that shit down, like,
dude,
yeah.
I also like Raisin. I'm a classics. I like Raisin Bran. I love Honey Nut
Yeah.
Cheerios.
Shit, nah, I can fuck with some Cheerios, but you know they gotta be the Honey Nut.
They have
sweet
to be Honey Nut,
Cheerios.
yeah.
Like I don't want to be having to add my own sugar and shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
50 and 60.
Right.
Shout out to them fucking senior citizens. Though.
Yeah, shout out the old people. You're ruining the world. I'm not lying, dude. I want everyone to take this with you. Now that you're going out into the world after you're listening to this, or maybe you're in the world right now and you could look around you. Look at all the old people. When you see people do dumb shit on the road, when someone's just pissing you off, when you hear someone being rude to an employee, when you just see shitty things happening, I will guarantee you, well, I guess I can't guarantee because I'm going to give you a percentage, but I believe the percentage of times that it's an old person responsible for the shittiness, it's like 85.
The thing is,
85%.
them motherfuckers know, man.
They're shitty.
They fucking know what they're doing. They know they're holding up a whole fucking lane. They fucking take pride in that shit.
They drive slow on
When
purpose.
they crank their shit up, matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? They crank that shit up, go back in the house. If they remember to come back out, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They get in their car and they take pride in that shit. They should force them to like have a bumper sticker on their shit that says I'm old as fuck. So you just know off rip.
Funny you say that, dude.
You know what I mean?
I was just about to say this yesterday or 2 days ago, one of the two. I was behind some old man. He was driving slow as fuck, and he had a bumper sticker that said, "I apologize for driving so close to the front of your car." That's what his bumper, which is genius. It's a genius bumper sticker. But I was like, "You motherfucker, you know, dude, you're old, and you know, you old fuck." I wonder if I have any old people that listen. There's no way.
Hey,
There's
shit,
no way.
you never know.
I mean,
yeah,
maybe.
probably not. Because
Probably not.
they would have to get on the computer or some shit.
Right.
And
They don't get
that
it.
really is a barrier, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to work at Citibank, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, we've at a wallpaper store. We have a computer system for all the books and checking out and everything. Like obviously, you know, and it would blow your mind. They don't get it. They really don't get it. Like
No, it's some who be on it. They get it a little bit. Like they probably had the young ones help them until they got it or whatever. But
Right.
it's something they just don't have a fucking clue. It's like, all right, click in the search, the browser or whatever. The what now? Which box? Nah, G.
you know what's beautiful about an old person? The one that did learn it all. The one that's with it and has
Hey,
modern
that's
views
real
and is
shit. Cause you
cool.
gotta evolve or die out, bro.
Yeah.
Like you
How-
can't.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
What percentage of old people is that guy? For every one of the cool old people that get what's going on and they're up to date with their thinking, I would bet there's another 12 that are not.
Right.
1 in
shit.
12.
Yeah. Shit, it's like motherfuckers just get stuck in their ways. Like it's crazy when you see old motherfuckers, but they like really still dress old. Like, god damn, bro.
But would it be weird if they didn't? Right? If
like
they
not
were
even
wearing-
necessarily like you don't have to dress not old, but like you're dress updated old. Bro.
Right.
Like fucking look like an old person from this era, bro. Not fucking like you still in 50 with the fucking
It's
like
right.
weird shirt and shit.
That's funny you say that because it's like, okay, when these people were 40, they wouldn't have worn some shirt from 30 years ago if it somehow still fit them.
right. So at
But
one-
now they're
at one
old. That just shows they gave up, dude, and they don't give a fuck. And that's why they're a danger to
At
society,
what point
dude.
did you say fuck that shit? Like fuck
That's the age that I want to
mail
know.
my checks. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck what they come up with. I don't care if you could
I'm not
transport that shit instantly by putting it in a box and like I'm gonna mail that shit.
Yeah, I'm mailing it. I am not ever going back to the mall.
Ew,
I'm not buying anything. They don't, dude. That's crazy to wear a shirt for 20 years. That's wild.
It's just
and
those
you have
people.
money, you can go fucking buy a shirt, you know what I mean? They don't want to, dude. Because they don't care. They're dangerous.
Hell yeah, some people just gotta have a fucking shtick. Like that's just gotta be their fucking.
The old person
You're
with the
that-
stick
you're
is
that
hilarious.
motherfucker, aren't you?
They all have their jokes. The old guy with the jokes that's always like in the best mood ever.
Bro,
We get it.
I'm not even gonna lie. This one dude told me this fucking hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. This shit is fucking.
They're good, dude. They're good jokes, man. That's why he
So
tells them
this
every
shit
day.
go like this, bro. All right, it was a carnival boat, bro. So this shit is like a cruise ship or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was going down to the Galapagos Islands or whatever, swinging through there. That shit crashed. You know what I'm saying? So that shit crash landed on a motherfucking like island type shit. There's only 3 survivors. Fucking Tim, Dan, and Susie.
Talk about running a train.
Bruh. Right. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like they already know, you know what I'm saying, what they gotta do. It's only one female, so they gotta take it upon themselves to go ahead and repopulate the motherfucking population on this island that they own. So just after a while of fucking hardcore sex and lustful loving and shit, Susie, you know what I'm saying, started to feel bad about what they got going on, and she killed herself.
Dang.
Right. So Tim and fucking Dan, it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
It's dark.
Right. So it's like, right. So after a while, so the fucking temptations and the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the needs and all that shit started to kick in. So after a while, they started to succumb, you know what I'm saying, to the needs that they have.
Oh,
So
boy,
shit.
Nah, bro.
Nah, for real.
Bro. Don't tell me.
Look, so after, you know what I'm saying, some fucking like lustful fucking sex and loving and shit, they started to feel bad about what they've been doing. So they buried Susie.
Oh, okay. Fuck that
You feel
bitch.
me?
That dead body, dude. Good. Okay.
That shit had me rolling.
Would you fuck that Susie or would you fuck Dan?
Bruh, fuck that shit. I can't fuck down like that.
That's
bruh.
what I'm saying, dude. What's up with these?
Bro, I can't be on that shit. Like I just can't go without no fucking. Like I just have to be like on some monk type shit, beat my meat or some shit. Like and me
About
and Dan to help each other out in this teamwork and get this food and shit and build and shit.
I'm
Make
about
sure we
masturbate.
survive.
Yeah,
you know
just
what I'm
whack
saying?
off, dude. And fucking build shit. Yeah.
But yeah, like
Build a spear.
You got your section over there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you wanna fuck around with one of them pigmy motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, be my guest.
Whack off wherever you want, dude. You know what I mean? But don't
I might
touch
find
me.
me a little pygmy wifey, bro, but hey, we can't get down, bro. That shit is a no-go.
Like I love gay people. You know.
Yeah,
like,
you feel me? Like
it's awesome,
bro. That's why it's like I have no problems with the lifestyle choice you make or whatever. Like
It just not
like
for me.
on any kind of level, whether it's like on a religious level, societal level, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. I have no problem with that shit. But you can't be mad at me that I don't want to subject myself to be around that shit. Like, why would I want to be around
To
that
me-
shit to an extent? Like, not necessarily that I'm uncomfortable, but if I don't have to be in that situation, I'm not going to be in that fucking situation if I can control it to where I'm around a bunch of like, you know what I'm saying, gay people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
I don't know. No one loves gay people more than me, Donald Trump. No, but like, I just
yo, he be killing that shit, dude, bro. He been killing that shit. He taking shit and run with it, bro.
dude, he goes hard. He says something. He's like, that sounded good. Let's keep going. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
Like,
That
he
shit is
has no idea what's going
bro.
on.
He's one of them motherfuckers. He's got his shtick,
Bro, he's like
Old
the
motherfucker.
Jay-Z of politicians. It's all off the top,
bro.
dude.
Like, that motherfucker
But he sucks.
is wild, bro.
It blows my mind that people respect him.
It blows my mind that he's so caught up in his own world, bro. Like,
Right.
he's so caught up into that shit, and people really play into that shit.
Well,
and
he
pander
created
to
his
that
world
shit,
as
bro.
the world.
Exactly, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy.
that's crazy. And like, no matter what this motherfucker said, they made excuses for it and try to explain that shit away to us. We're like, bro, we're like, we got to start looking at your motherfucking moral character. If that shit ain't a problem with you, like, what the fuck we got going on?
Like the people. That's what I'm saying. Like, who are these people that think like what he's doing are great ideas?
Bro, really?
And
Like,
there's some people, dude.
and it's
fucking-
like they don't even know or understand his ideas. They just like how he fucking rolls. He fucking cusses and he fucking you feel me? Like he
talks like a real American.
Exactly, bro. Like
That's true as fuck, dude. That is so true. It's dark. It is dark days in American politics because we're all just so divided. But
I feel
everyone
like that
seems
shit
to
low
get
key
it.
only gonna get darker, bro. So I feel like this shit is somehow part of a bigger plot, bro. Like Russia played a huge part in this shit. It's about to go down. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Motherfucking North Korea and South Korea talking about they want to get along and shit, or they finna team up or some shit. Or
That'd be
you feel
wild.
me? Like,
South Korea's got that technology.
what's
dude.
going on? Russia gonna turn or some shit with another Cold War or some shit.
Did you see which I don't understand this at all, but they moved the 2 minutes to midnight on the doomsday clock?
Or nah, I ain't see that shit. I don't
Okay,
know if I wanna
what the
do that.
fuck does that mean? Like, who has the doomsday clock and it's counting down till
Hey,
like,
nah, real
like
life,
what the
bro.
fuck does that mean?
Like motherfuckers, like the shit we see in movies, like to an extent that shit is not real, but at the same time that shit be real. Like if it's not real, if it's real because it's really being done, it's either that or it's real because it's in the movie and the motherfucker want that shit done.
Life imitates
You
art.
better fucking believe Donald Trump got a fucking button. Even if the president wasn't, you know what I'm saying, never had one before. You know Donald Trump would, I need a button that I need to press.
This is too hard. I need a button. I need the Staples Easy button. Give it to me.
Yo, codes. No,
Codes.
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 No. Who needs codes?
Codes.
Button.
Codes is too complicated. I need simple button. Thank you. And I'll take a Diet Coke. He's
That
very
He a fucking character.
one of a kind.
One of a fucking kind. He is.
Or he's the
But at the
first of his
same
kind.
time, he's probably not. Nah, I give it to him. He's one of a kind. As far as character, but as far as what he is and stands for, it's probably a million more like him.
I've said it before, but it's just like this, dude. Look at what our culture is, what we rewarded. Snooki was famous. All these shitty people, Cash Me Outside, all that bullshit. Listen to just bullshit music, you know what I mean? It's all bullshit. And what happens? You get a bullshit representer of that bullshit.
That shit is crazy.
Democracy
like, I can't even watch fucking regular television. I can't listen to the fucking radio. Bro, like, just listening to that shit just turns my fucking mind to, like,
I haven't listened to the radio since I was like 14, dude. It's terrible.
Terrible. First of all, like, the fucking commercials. Like, I hate motherfuckers who try to sell me shit, bro.
Right.
Don't try to sell me shit, bro. I just fucking hate that shit. If I want to buy some shit, I know where to go find that shit, or I'll find out where to go find that shit and go get it on my own. Like, I don't need you to sell me anything.
Commercials have never worked for me. Like, I've never seen a commercial and been like, all right.
Oh, exactly. Like, I think I'll go there. Like, no, not at
literally ever. It's all about convenience to me, basically. Whatever's closest, I'll go there.
Right.
Which is probably not the best thing. I don't know. Support Walmart.
Right.
I lost my wallet at Walmart. Dude. So I told you I went to the DMV today. I could possibly have a warrant out. I do not know. Okay? It's because basically these people sued me, and they asked me how long it would take to pay it. And at the time, I was 21 or 22 because Daisy attacked their dogs. So it's not like I did anything, you know what I mean? Like, Daisy fucking...
yeah, there's some real fucking...
Right, like I just get fucked over.
Court fucking Judge Mathis or Judge Brown or some
It
shit.
was in St. Johns County.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, yeah. I should, dude. I should.
This like, that really sound like some shit that'll be on there. Like, he attacked my dog, or their dog attacked... Bro, I know I've seen episodes on that shit.
I'll tell the whole story, fuck it. This will get deep. So, I don't know if this is a good idea. It's a good idea. I'm paying it back, whatever. So, basically, the miscommunication ends up being that...
Oh, that shit's still in play? Or that shit?
No, I paid him yesterday. Like, some money yesterday. And I have till the end of next month to finish paying him. So, what happened was... I go out one night in my car... Or I happened to get into my ex-girlfriend's car, and I lived in a neighborhood that did a loop, you know? And her car was facing the opposite way, the quick way. And I was driving her car. I didn't feel like turning around. I just kept driving. And thank God I did that, because as we're doing that, Daisy is just walking down the middle of the street. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? You know what I mean? So Daisy gets into the car, and she just hops right in like it's no big deal. I go drop her back off at my house. We continue on our night to go on this date. So, like I said, it's a loop. So where the loop ends up meeting the road in the circle, like, I'm now continuing down the regular way now, and this big truck with like that have four wheels in the back style big, you know, pulls out in front of me, and I think they like missed the stop sign, so I just swerve around them, keep driving. I'm like, damn, we almost got into an accident. That's crazy, you know?
That's crazy.
Right. I was like, holy shit. So it now gets to a T in the road, and I see in my rear view that this truck is like hauling ass, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I like go to like turn by the sewer to like give him some room. And he comes around and he hauls ass and he slams on his brakes like skrrr, and fucking blocks me from exiting, you know? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this like your ex-boyfriend or something? And she's like, no, like what the fuck? And I look and I see it's like some 50 fucking something year old man. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I fucking whip it U-turn style to grab my gun, you know what I mean? I always had my gun on me. I just, for some reason, did it that time, which, thank God, because I probably would have fucking killed this dude. So, drive back to my house, tell her to get inside, grab the gun, and come outside, and he's pulling up. And he's like, gets out, and he's being really aggressive. He's like, is that your fucking dog? And like, I show him that I have a gun. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, yeah, it's my dog. Like, do you think I'm stealing dogs? Like, what are you? Like, the fucking... dog police? Like, what the fuck is going on, you know? And then he just starts, like, he calmed down because he saw that he could, you know, die. Because he was also on my property, too. So, he fucking,
shout out to Florida.
Yeah, shout out Florida's laws. And, he calms down and he says, you know, your dog attacked my dogs, blah, 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 and all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I ended up going to court, getting sued, and I told the judge, he asked how long it would take. I was addicted to heroin at the time. So I'm like, have no money, dude. And I'm like, you know, it'll be never, like, I don't know, like, it would be at least I said it would be at least 3 years before I could make a payment. Okay? And I think that I know what happened was he thought that I meant I could pay this off within 3 years. So 3 years just came up last December. So I continue to do drugs, you know what I mean, for like another year. And then that's it. I forget all about it. I never make a payment, you know. And then all of a sudden 3 years rolls around and they're like, yo, where's our money? And I think because I didn't comply with the courts that I just did contempt of court.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
And would have a warrant. So I'm at the point in saying all that is I was at the DMV today. I am N118. And they call, and I'm getting a new ID too. So they call N117. I've been sitting there for literally an hour, dude. I'm sitting there, I'm talking to people. I met 2 people next to me, 2 old people, of course. One of them actually lives 5 houses down.
Dog, that's
crazy.
nice.
Old motherfuckers, dude, like Kane style old. And they're very nice. And then I met some other people. But so I'm sitting there for a while. It hit me. They call in 117, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to be up. And I go, what if I do have a warrant? And I get a new ID, and I get arrested right now? Like,
that shit would have sucked.
Right? So, I don't think I do. You know what I mean? Because I'm paying them. Like, I communicated with them. So, I would have a warrant for doing something that I'm in the process. And I have till the end of next month to pay them. And the judge knows also. There's no way I guess I have a warrant.
Right.
I was just scared because now that I think about it, I definitely don't. Damn it. I should have gotten an ID today. Because the judge knows.
Fuck that shit.
Like the judge is in communication. Like he knows that they extended it till 3 months so I could pay it.
Oh, alright.
Like he knows that. So I guess I don't.
Shit.
So that was a waste of a story.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, I would hate to just be in there like some idiot. Like you have no idea it's about to happen, then all of a sudden you get fucking arrested.
Those 2 officers just walk in the door. Hi, officer.
That's scary.
The fuck?
They probably wait till you've already paid the money for whatever you wanted, and then you get arrested.
Or
I was also
how
there.
much money they can get out your ass. You stop bringing that money, they'll definitely come get that. That's true.
I used to have a Honda CRV, and I sold it to my dad's best friend, and I think he lost the title for it. So we were also trying to do that. Mm-hmm. It's $85 just to replace a title.
Damn.
It's like, what the fuck? Like you're charging me to reprint something. All you're doing is reprinting it.
Like that shit really crazy.
85, dude. That's a ticket.
That shit crazy as fuck. That's why they got all this shit coming where you could just go car shopping and shit online and shit. And
Carvana or whatever.
You feel me? Hell yeah.
That's just wild. So could you literally go to that place and insert your credit card and buy a motherfucking car?
Shit, I have no idea, but that shit would be wild if you could, though.
That would be some truly wild shit.
Definitely. I know some motherfuckers who got, like, their credit card. Well, I don't know them personally.
Right.
But shit, you feel me? Like, I've seen some things. Shit, I've seen some amounts. Like, motherfuckers could really go cash out on a car on their credit card. Like, it's nothing.
Mm-hmm. For real, dude.
That shit crazy, bro. Like, that's what I need to be on. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna be on. Fuck that shit.
Well, we're coming up on an hour and a half. I am going to create a Patreon page, and now that I have this camera, I'm getting so filled with guests that I don't think I'm able to do the solos anymore. I would have to do 4 episodes a week, which I'm going to do, but I'm going to do the solos as if you pay for Patreon. You know what I mean? So that'll be exclusive content. So for all you people out there, if you want to watch this, if you want to watch me do my solos, because there's a lot of people that like my solos. I enjoy it. I feel I'm proud of my solos because I used to suck at them so bad.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch me do solos,
need that bag now.
it's only 2:30 in the afternoon, so I'll do one today and put it up there. And I'll create a Patreon page too. So where can people find you?
Shit, you can find me on all that old social media shit. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Yeah, I'm getting there. That Kool. Klouds with K's.
K's.
Yeah. on Twitter and Instagram. Or matter of fact, I'm lying. On Twitter is KOOL_MOE_B. Shit, Snapchat, Kool Corleone, KOOLKORLEONE. Fuck with me, follow me.
Hit that Snapchat. Snapchat's fun. I just got it.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, it's better than like I can't fuck with Instagram, bro. Like or Facebook for that matter. Since I mean it's technically the same shit, but like Facebook is like all my fucking like fam and shit.
Yes,
and all that
very
kind
hard
of
to be
shit,
real.
bro. Yeah, it's kind of hard to be real. So that shit is gonna be interesting when they fucking see this shit. But anyways,
Ooh.
nah, hey, it's all good. Hey,
You don't care?
Can't nobody with me.
I don't have to tag you in it. Do you want me to tag you in it?
Hell yeah,
Okay.
tag me in that shit. What the fuck you mean?
You're a girl.
Shit,
You're a girl,
yeah,
man.
you
You're an
feel
adult.
me? But nah, what I was about to say. But nah, Instagram, bro, that shit gay as fuck. Like, they really just, like, copy and take over the new shit, whatever the new shit got going on. Like, they just basically put Snapchat into Instagram.
Right. They really did. It's fun. It's all fucking... It's all time consuming.
Capitalism.
Like, now that I got this new iPhone X, dude, I've been on my phone 100,000 times more than I've ever been.
That shit fire.
Oh, God. It's so sweet. It further addicts you. And, like, it took me 30, 40 minutes to get used to not having the home button. And now, because I still have my iPhone 6, so I grab it to, like, connect to the Bluetooth, and I'm like, damn, like, I hate this. Like, I hate it. It's so weird. They got me quick, dude.
Damn.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Anytime.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's really fun.
Yeah, bro. Definitely, bro. Good luck with what you doing, bro.
Thank you.
You definitely see this shit going places, bro. For real.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I have fun doing it regardless. I'm never going to stop. But it would be
I
cool.
already know,
It'd be cool to make some money.
Yeah.
So if you want to give me some money, I'm right here. I'm looking for you. I'm trying to get your money.
You need that bag.
I need the bag, dude. Fucking bag me up. Fucking send it to me, please. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm out.
Thank you for listening. Here's your ending words of wisdom. I'll be right back for the outro. I love you.
Put your hand down.
Thanks, YouTubers.
You smiling.
Hit that subscribe
Yes,
button.
sir.
Nah, dude,
Why
this
are
is
you
just so
smiling?
dope. We're still recording, but like, I want to show the motherfuckers what they
Fun,
what
sir.
I'm seeing.
It's
Look at
fun.
this.
You sure?
Look at that.
Now you thinking.
What
First
the
you smile,
fuck?
then you think.
Isn't
You
this
think football is
insane?
still fun.
This is 2018.
No,
I think this is like 2014 technology.
Not
But
anymore,
still,
though, is it?
what the
Is
fuck?
it? No,
This shit is
it's not
dope.
fun anymore. Not
All
even
right.
a little bit.
I love you.
Make up your mind. Think. Since you're thinking now, go on. Think. Is it fun?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Absolutely not?
Zero fun, sir.
All right, listen up. I'm Coach Boom.
And I am CJ Couch. Those were your ending words of wisdom for episode 201, the very first on video. Very, very fun stuff there. I really enjoyed it. I love the GoPro. For some reason, it only recorded in 12-minute parts, although it recorded everything seamlessly. I guess I'm going to have to like go back and, excuse me, just burped. I'm gonna have to go back and piece it all together, but it'll be good. I'm gonna take a nap first, though. I'm gonna eat some bratwurst. I made some beer bratwurst. Gonna eat those and then take a little nappy and then upload the video and do a Patreon solo account. So go get that Patreon. I'll give it to you on the social medias. The social medias are Instagram at CJ Couch Talk. Yes, at CJ Couch Talk. Snapchat is just CJ Couch Talk. Facebook, search me, CJ Couch. I'm the douchebag in Jacksonville. And what else? Shout out if you're one of the Tinder people. Can't wait to get you on the show and start doing the Tinder files. I think that's going to be a great success. I think everyone will be interested, and it'll be nice to see what's going on in the dating world of 2018, man. So, Couch Talk is rolling. I don't mean to do this Patreon stuff to, be rude. I don't mean to ask for money. It's donations. You can give however much you want. But I have so many people asking to come on and I have so many people hitting me up, and it is January, the end of January right now, but I'm booked till, mid-March. And to tell somebody, yeah, you can come on, but it's in mid-March, they're trying to come on now and everything, so I'm going to have to start adjusting. And I don't think I'm going to be able to be giving solo episodes out for free as well. So I think I'm going to make it to where all of the solo episodes will be on, if you are a Patreon subscriber, donate, or whatever, however that works. I honestly have no idea how Patreon works. I have yet to even ever go to a Patreon page or even do anything with it or even search it on Google. So I'm about to do all of that after I take a nap and everything. But that just sounds so lazy and procrastinational, if that's a word, procrastinational. But sounds like it. So I'm not going to be, though. I'm not going to be procrastinational. I will do all of this tonight. I have work tomorrow early in the morning, but that will not hinder me. I will get all of this done, and you will get that tonight. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for listening. Get that little guitar going. Boom, there we go. Cue that. And you can email me at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com if you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, or just want to say hello or what up. That is C as in Christ, J as in Jesus, C as in Christ, O as in ostrich, U as in uranium, C as in Christ, H as in horses, T as in tantalizing, A as in astronomical, L as in labia, K as in kaboom @gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening to episode 201, the first video one. It was a success. Stay tuned or go to the Patreon page for another solo episode today. Or if not, you want that free, I will talk to you on Monday with more guest episodes. I love you. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening. I love you. I love you.